Hey, what's going on, y'all? I hope that your day is going great today. I hope that if it's not going great, then I hope that it goes better and better and better and better as the day goes on today. Today is a Monday. Nobody really loves Mondays, but I think it's a great day to kind of plan out what your week is going to be like, and hopefully your week is going to be a positive week. Even if you got a lot of stuff to do within that week, hopefully you can find some way to self-soothe and decompress from the hustle and the bustle of the day. But nobody loves Mondays at all, right? Yeah, so one thing that I want to just give some daily advice on, at least for today, is using the word no, right? Like, I was again listening to an interview from Allen Iverson, and one of the things that he said was, if you want to find out who your friends are, tell them no for the first time, right? And how many times, and I don't even think that just goes for like friends, that goes for anybody in general. If you want to find out who is in your circle, family members, friends, or colleagues or co-workers, whatever it may be, if you've been telling them no for a certain amount, if you've been telling them yes for a certain amount of time, try telling them no and see what happens. I know in my experience, like, I've told some people no, and then all of a sudden it's like World War III. Like, they are ready to tell me about how I never support them, or how I just don't believe in them, or why I shouldn't do this or I should do that for them. And I'm like, come on, it's in my mind, I'm thinking it's the first time that I've said no. But in that no, one thing that I want to point out is the importance that I was talking to my wife about, and we were discussing, is not having to explain that no, right? You say no and you keep it moving. Like, we don't have to explain why we said no. We don't have to explain what our no is about. You just have to make a decision on whether it's going to be a yes or whether it's going to be a no. And if it is going to be a no, again, let's get it through our brains and be confident enough to not have to explain what our no is. Or even thinking about availability, thinking about your job, and requesting time off, and your PTO, or PTO might be a little different, but sick time or whatever. Like, if you sick, you sick. If you got an emergency, you got an emergency. Like, we don't have to explain to anybody why we're missing that specific day. If we